Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and once again, we're going to look at Dice Tribe's Ambitions. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about $10 or so, but there is a 20% discount going on right now until October 4th, 2022. So if you like what you see here, you can get the game for a couple of bucks cheaper. So I have covered Dice Tribe's Ambitions before, but the last time I played it, there were only roughly 4 or 5 ambitions. Ambitions being like endgame goals that you're trying to achieve. There are also some hidden ones that I never figured out. I hate hidden stuff in games like this. I know some people love the discovery element. I'm just going to end up Googling it anyway, so why do I have to wiki it? Just tell me what it is in game, even if there's like a spoiler button I can click. Anyway. So here's a look at the new stuff. This main menu is completely new. The developer has given the UI here a bit of an overhaul. Compendium, here's a quick look at all of the different ambitions that are available now. Prosperity was something that was available in the core game that I played a long time ago. Conquest, Faith, Archaeology. I remember those for sure. The Collector... maybe I did that, I'm not sure. Legacy, also something new I've never seen. Voyage is new. Flight is new. The Rat King. Immortality. Grim Reaper. Lich. Kraken. Some of these things you can, again, they're hidden. You can only discover them by exploring locations with particular class dice, like maybe you send a doctor to the hill, or send this, I don't know, builder over here to the wet. I don't know. I don't know how to find these hidden ones yet. Again, it would be cool as if there was some kind of spoiler button here, and if I click on it, it'll tell me how to do it. I hate trying to, I'm just going to Google it. You know what I mean? Anyway. So what we're going to do today is attempt the flight ambition. There's scenario, draft, random, and custom. I'm going to go ahead and do custom mode here. And from here, you'll be able to set up your starting scenario. You can choose your custom village now. That's new as well. Before, you had pre-mades that you had to choose between. The two that are here now for your village, well, I'll just go ahead and remove them and pick new ones here. So this is spend 4 food and a die value of 1. Assign it to that slot, and you'll get a population. I like that one. You could also do another population where you assign 2 ones to that slot, and that will also give you a population. What is that one? Now, there's no tooltip here. That's kind of unfortunate. So I have no idea what this means. This is something the developer is going to want to look at later down the line. Maybe if I click out of here and hover over it. Oh, migration, maybe? Yeah, all right. Let's take a look here. You know what? Let's just pick something simple. 1 research plus a 1 gives me a researcher. That's interesting. You know what? Let's do this min-max button. Sure, we'll just do that. Again, I would love tooltips for these so I know what they do, and that's something I think the developer could add. Then you can choose 3 biomes here, and again, each biome is different. There's desert, marshlands, forest, grasslands, taiga, coast, jungle, hill, mountain, savanna. Again, some of these hidden ambitions are only accessible in certain locations. You can see what you could possibly discover there if you explore enough in that location. So I'm going to pick the recommended ones. There's grasslands, hill, and forest, and you can see the available resources at that location. Okay, so we're going to do the flight ambition, but you can toggle on or off these other ones as you see fit. Typically, you can only have 6 buildings, so you're going to want to choose food and utility buildings, adding up to 6. Now, you could do 7 or 8, or even 10 if you want, or enable all of them, but it's a little random. You never know what you're going to get. The list of buildings that you can research change every round, and there's only 3 or 4 of them or something like that. So you're never guaranteed to have the orchard being able to be researched exactly when you want it to be if you have more than a couple. So I'm just going to do 6 buildings. I'm going to do wooden tools, which allows me to modify dice. Also the stone tools, which allows me to modify dice. Then the medicine first aid. This allows me to roll 5s consistently to deal with various death events. And up here for food, I've got an orchard, which allows me to create trees, which give me passive food over time. Viticulture, just assigning very low value dice to this space, like 2 dice that are less than or equal to 2, give me 8 food. Lastly, this foraging building allows me to, at the end of every turn, food from all explored locations will be collected and added to the reserves, and it'll make sense when you actually see it. So there's that, and then knowledge, that's something that's also new. You can choose 2 extra things to research that are passive in nature, like this one is increase the amount of resources found in locations by 1. Let's go ahead and pick another one. You can have up to 2. Difficulty of random dangers is reduced by 1. Increase the chance of food when let's do that one. Okay. Death events we have at 2. Every so often you'll get something bad. And if you do not cure these things within a certain time limit, you lose the game. So that's bad. We want to, but you can increase or decrease that to a set difficulty as you see fit. Death intervals, you can set that as far as like how often it happens. I think it's just default, and then you can make it harder after that. Danger durations, frequencies, ambition, difficulty. If you want to make, say, the flight one more difficult, you can adjust the difficulty there. You can also set your starting villagers. This is a list of all the different villagers that are in the game and the pips that are associated with them. So, for example, the guard has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just a normal villager has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. However, you'll notice that, say, let's see, the captain here has a 1, 1, 1, 3, 4, 5. So for 50% of the time, you're going to roll a 1. Those are the odds anyway. So depending on the different class of die, you'll have different values available to you. I really like that. A ghost, what is that? Undead, cannot perform any action. Ghost will always consume. That's weird. All right, interesting. Again, these are things that I have not discovered yet. But all right, let's go ahead and hit start. I think we're ready to go. Starting resources in the upper left. I want to give myself enough food and stuff so that I'm not dragging this video on for too long. So maybe I give myself 20 research points to kickstart things, and then, yeah. My goal today is just to check out this flight ambition. Okay, so on the very top is like my purchase row, so to speak. My village is up here in the upper left. I'm actually going to assign a 1 to that immediately so that I can start spawning new people. I've got a 6 here for my explorer. I want to immediately try and get some food, so I'm going to put this 6 into the grasslands. You have to put a 6 in the explore area in order to explore a new area. There's grasslands, forest, hill. These are the 3 biomes we chose in the beginning of the game. You can even train a die to become an explorer, and the explorer die has a greater chance, a 50% chance of rolling a 6, which is why they're good at exploring. But I'm going to go ahead and I already start with 1, at least per my custom setup. So I don't need to explore another one. I'm just going to go ahead and put this under the grassland section. And now I've explored a new grasslands area. So I can put a die here to get 6 food, 6 or less, whatever it ends up being here. Place to collect food equal to the dice value. So in the research area, viticulture is something I can go with right away. I can also put an even numbered die here, which I really don't have. I have a 3, 5, and a 6. I want to spend that 6 on something else. I can even explore another area if I want to. Maybe the orchard. It's going to cost me 5 research to do that. Flight is already here if I want to go with it, but flight, from my understanding, needs a lot of dice manipulation, so I'm not ready to attempt the end of the game yet. Yeah, so yeah, your ambition, you actually have to research it first, and then you can actually start messing with it to try and beat the game. Again, that's just one way to win, flight. There's so many other ones. Let's go ahead and just do the, let's do the orchard, yeah. Let's do viticulture. For right now, I need food. I really want the orchard, but let's go with viticulture instead. And I've got a 5. Let's put the 6 here for the forage. And that's going to give me 6 food. And this 5, I suppose, it's kind of wasted. Maybe I build a builder or train a builder. Builders have a 3, 4 4s, and a 5. So they're pretty high up there. I might actually convert that one into that. because we are going to get a new villager here on our next turn. I'm going to go ahead and just do that. I'm going to go and train a villager, or train a builder, rather. All right, so end turn, and stuff happens, and we roll dice all over again. Food opportunity. On a 1 or 2, I can put that amount here and just get that food. This explorer is valued at 2, so it's kind of useless to me. However, I can also attempt to research the orchard. I think we do that. My builder die is a 4. I'm going to go ahead and put that on the vineyard so I can build my vineyard. Now I have to put resources here. A die greater than or equal to 4, less than or equal to 4. So I can put the 6 here and the 3 here, and that'll build my vineyard for my next turn. Although now I've got 2 1s and I really don't know what to do with them. I suppose I can get 1 food there. And I can also, let's go with foraging. Yes, we'll go ahead and train or research the foraging hut. All right, so I love on the very top, you can actually see the changes to your resources. Food, for example, -6 this turn, -2 wood, -8 science, end turn. You can also sort dice on the very bottom here. Sort dice by type, value, enter planning mode. Okay, so vineyard. Again, 2 very low dice here will give me 8 food, but I don't have a whole lot of low dice. I will explore a new location. I'm going to go and do grasslands again, just so I can keep the food moving in. I want to build this forager hut, so let's go ahead and do that. The orchard is also available to be built, but I have no way to get a 4 right now. At least I don't think so. This 6 I can put there, and this 3 to put here. So there's my forager hut for my next turn. 5, what am I going to do with my 5? Minimize. Ooh, this place to set the dice to the lowest dice value. This can only be used once per turn and will recharge at the start of each turn. Interesting. I like that. I like these tools. Okay. So I can turn one of these into a 6 and one of them into a 1. I wouldn't mind turning this 3 into a 6. Foraging Master. That's a research I can do. But I kind of want wooden tools and other things. You know what? Let's put the 3 under stone tools for right now. I want to research stone tools. That will move over to build at some point. This 5... I can turn that into a 1, but why I would do that, I'm not sure. I mean, I could forge one of those things, but... I could also research medicine for 5. I kind of want these wooden tools, but... Alright, to keep the video moving, let's put in medicine there. We're going to have some death events coming up at some point. We'll end our turn. 5s are going to be great for those death events. Okay. Food opportunity. Let's see. Orchard again. We've got a 4. Let's go ahead and build our orchard so we can get more food coming in. We get -6 food per turn. We need to keep food coming in. Luckily, I've got 2 very small dice here. I can put a 2 here and a 2 there, and that gives me 8 food, which is great. An explorer valued at 3. Not so great. Not much I can do with that. I'm going to just forage 3 food there. I've got a 6. I'll go ahead and start. I could actually explore another location. More grasslands for more food. Trying to keep that food coming in. Any explored areas, by the way, appear on the 3rd row. Oh, this 3. You know what? I kind of want to... Yeah, let's start working on the orchard. No, let's do this. We'll explore the forest. No, if we're going to get stone tools soon, we may want to get more stone. So maybe we go to the hill. The hill has a possibility of getting stone there. We'll go ahead and explore the hill. Yeah, there's a forager spot there, but I need a die of 2 or less. With this 3, you know what? Let's put that here and start building our tree. So the way the orchard works is they start at 15. You assign 1 die to any of these slots per turn, and they go down in that value. When it reaches 0, the tree is built, and they give you 1 food per turn, which is nice. So if I just keep the dice that I have, I'll have +2 food per turn because there's 8 trees giving me 1 food each, and I'm only losing 6, but I'm going to need more dice at some point. I probably could have gotten this food opportunity, but I'm trying to get a long-term solution for food. Okay, so wooden tools, flight. I've got another builder one here. Let's put stone tools there. Okay. And now I can minimize or maximize, which is nice. So I know my village lets me do that already, but if I need to do it more than once, more than one maximize and more than one minimize, I've got stone tools as a backup. I may end up replacing that at some point if I've got more options down the line. And I know I've only chosen 6 buildings in the beginning of my custom setup, but you can actually find more things. You can actually research more things by exploring these locations, which is kind of cool. I've got a 6 here. I'm going to explore these grasslands. There is a chance of, well, something new will pop up in its place, but there's a possibility that I'll find a rare location, but we'll see how that goes. I've got a 5 here. I can turn like this 1 into a 6, but I kind of want to put this here to get more people. This 5, let's go ahead and throw that here, and this 4, there's no penalty for doing that. Although this is a 4, I could build the hospital right now. However, if I do that, I won't be able to build my wooden tools. Actually, no, I can. I've got a space for it. Let's go ahead and get the hospital up and running. I can have a total of 6 buildings. Wooden tools is the only thing left that I've yet to research. Okay, we'll go ahead and end our turn. All right, rotting food. I need to put a 2 and a 3 here. I've got a 2. I've got 3 more turns to put a 3 here before something bad happens. Now, I've got the stone tools. If there is a die with a minimum value of 3, the builder. So what I could do is I could put my builder on the minimize, and that turns the 4 into a 3. Again, the lowest value on a builder die is a 3. Not a 1, but a 3. So I can do minimize, turn that into a 3, bring the 3 down here, and boom. Okay, so I've taken care of that event. I will not lose 10 food in 3 turns. I've got a 6. I can continue exploring the grasslands, or I can keep going. I kind of want to keep exploring. Reason being, I've built a Forager Hut. The Forager Hut, what that does, any food that you've discovered this turn will automatically be collected by the Forager Hut at the end of your turn. So anything, all these food, like under the hill, the grasslands, all of these food locations are grayed out because they've been moved up to the forage area. I've got 6 sitting there to be harvested. I could also train a forager, and whenever a forager works this location, it gathers double the amount of whatever's here. So if I put a 3 here, or I can't, it's even, but if I put a 4 here, it'll take 8 food from the reserves. Let's do a 6. Let's explore more grasslands. I'm trying to get that more food into the Forager Hut. With all these 6s, now note, if I explore the grasslands with my white 6, my normal villager 6, the chance of a unique location coming up is X'd out. So I want to use a blue die for that. But I can also just continue exploring locations. Maybe I'll do a forest there. I could do another hill maybe. Or I put the 6 here to try and get this orchard done for next turn. I could just forage 6 food right now. You know, let's put the 6 here. With a 5, let's, you know what, I could maximize this 4 into a 6. I want to build this hospital. You know, I'll put the 4 there and the, no, 4 there, 5 there. That'll build the hospital. Okay, end turn. A little worried about food, but hopefully with enough foraging, we'll take care of that. Okay, I'm tempted to get another villager with this 1. I'm losing 7 food per turn, though. I may spend a 2 to turn this villager into a forager so that I can get more out of my foraging actions. Or, you know what? Let's actually put him over here and the 1 over here to get 8 food out of that. We'll turn this 3 into a forager. With this 6, we'll go ahead and apply that here. Explore grasslands. There's another chance of getting a unique location. There's a 5, which we can maybe turn into a 6. Yep, and then we'll put that... we'll explore maybe another grasslands. Yeah, well, another grasslands. Food, food, food. Again, any food we discover is automatically being sort of shifted over to my Forager Hut. And then if there's no explore action, once we clear out these other things, like get rid of the trees and the rocks, that'll be it. They'll go away. This 5, we'll just put here. This 3 we'll put here to finish that tree. Okay, and that is done. I want to train a doctor at some point. All right, let's put this one here to get a new villager. We'll put this one, actually, let's put this 3 here to train that. I want this forager. This will collect 4 food for me. However, if I put this 1 and 2 over here, then I'll get 8 food from the vineyard, which I think is more, just better. This blue 6, again, I'm not exploring a whole lot with this. I'm not finding that location. I'm either going to find a wheat field or I'm going to find herbs. I'm not sure which it is, so we'll just keep exploring that. This 6 here, I mean, I guess I can get another tree done, I suppose. And this builder will just forage for trees over here. And we'll end our turn. We need to clear out these locations so that we can start getting more and then feeding our Forager Hut. Alright, so there's our doctor. It's a value of 1. I guess we can just have him work in the vineyard to get 8 more food for us. As long as we're getting like 8 food every turn, our food will be fine. This build is a 4, but we don't have anything to build right now. This wooden tools, we need another science point. We need 2 of that. Can we get a science point? Yeah, we can. So we can put this 2 here to forage some science. We got 3 now. Let's go ahead and now put an odd one up here to start researching wooden tools. We'll build that later. Let's see, this 5, maybe we'll just continue working on the orchard. We can trade for stuff. By putting a particular value dice here, various things will happen. I can trade 5 trees for research. That might be a good thing since I'm not getting a whole lot. You know what? I'm not building anything. Actually, no, let's go ahead and use our 4 to get this rock out of here. By, again, clearing an entire card like this, it'll go away, and that'll open the door for more explore actions. I have another 4. I could do that. Yeah, we'll take that. And this 3... I could turn 3 trees into 7 rocks. At this point, I mean, maybe. I can also delay it by 1 turn. Or I can min or max it. I can turn it into a 6. And explore this. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to maximize it, turn it into a 6, and explore that location. We're guaranteed 100% now to get something out of this. Although, I'm not going to collect the rock that was here, unfortunately. I should have thought about that before I did it, but, you know, so it goes. End our turn. I want to see what's... Okay, we got a wheat field. So now, if we want to, we can research farming. Unfortunately, we're maxed out on... we're maxed out on buildings. Once I build my wooden tools here, we have 6 buildings, so I can't put the farm anywhere unless I get rid of something like stone tools. I don't know if I want to do that yet. If enough food is coming in, I might get rid of the vineyard. So, speaking of food, forager, we don't have any low-value dice, so we can start, I guess, foraging now. We'll put this 2 here. That 2 turns into a 4 because this is a forager. There's an explorer valued at 6. We'll go ahead and explore. Let's go with a forest. Okay. And all these 5s, my gosh, we'll forage. That's going to be automatic. I don't want to waste my 5 there. We'll go ahead and research farming, but ooh, accept villagers. We'll do that, and we'll put a 5 there. Doctor. A lot of migration this turn. Holy cow. Let's go ahead and get these trees set up wherever we can. Yeah, there's that, and there's that. And I can harvest food. After putting 24 value dice here, I'll get 20 food, so I can probably work on that too, but I want to get my tree set up. Alright, end turn. We're going to get more dice, but that's more mouths to feed. Each dice is 1 food per turn. Rotting food, I need a 2 and a 3 here within 3 turns. Luckily, I already have it. Okay. 3 food right off the bat. I could put that here. Sure. Some free food. 2. Yeah, let's forage that. That clears this card out. This 2. Let's go ahead and forage more food. Excuse me. Blue 6. We'll go ahead and explore this forest. Again, using explorers on these locations, there's a chance you'll gain something unique. You'll find something unique. And again, all of these forage ones are gone. They're not accessible because all of the food has already moved to the Forager Hut for collection. That's the nice thing about the Forager Hut. You don't have to assign dice to these locations. They just automatically just move up there. This doctor is valued at 6. I can't explore any new locations, so I'll just put this into trees. Actually, let's do a 5 there. And a 6 there, and a 6 there. And we're going to push this orchard really hard. Okay. We're up to 10 dice. That's good. Okay, no new dangers at this point. Wooden tools. We have a 4. Let's go ahead and put that here so we can construct the building. Now we can spend wood to downgrade a die by 1 value or to upgrade a die by 1 value. Just for that, just temporary. Just basically shift the die from one value to the next. With this 5, let's go ahead and finish off. I've got some 4s. Do I use them first? No, let's harvest that. No unique locations. I'm going to bump this up to a 6, actually, and do that. That way, there's a chance I'll get a unique location from that. I need to get rid of these. I need to keep foraging, though. Crap. You know what? I'm going to minimize this to a 1 and put this 1 and the 2 here for 8 food. And I've got a 4. Where am I putting that? You know what? Let's get rid of this wheat field. I'm going to research farming, I think. Just, it'll go up here. But, you know, I don't actually have to build it. Not yet, anyway. Doctor. You know, let's work on... Oh, all right, 5. These 3s are kind of useless, so I'll just do 3, 3, and the 6 can go here. It's another tree. Okay. Awesome. So we're only losing 5 food per turn at present. Okay. A 2 here will get another villager. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's put a 2 here to collect this. No, you know what? We'll do that. I could always put this 1 up here to do it, I suppose. Or I can downgrade 1. Actually, no, I can put this green die here. That's fine. I'm going to minimize one of these 3s to a 1. So I can put a 1 here and a 1 here to get 8 food. And I've got a bunch of 3s that I don't know what to do with. Let's maximize one of those to a 6. And we'll finish that off. Or no. We'll do that and then put the 5 here instead. And then a blue 3 will forage those. I'm going to minimize. I can't. Okay. We'll downgrade one of these to a 2, and then I'll forage this rock there. This builder can't go any lower than that. Let's go and harvest that, and Downgrade this die to a 2. We'll harvest these trees, trying to get rid of these cards, and we'll hit end turn. Not too shabby. Pretty soon we'll be ready to take on this flight ambition. Okay. Man, it's a really low forager. Well, there's a 2 in 3 chance of rolling a 2 with this stupid die. But again, it's double the forage value. Let's go ahead and... I can't build the farm. Again, we've got 6 things here. 1 and 1. Get 8 food. Put a 5 here since I don't need a 5 anywhere else. And this 4. I need more science to get flight. So I think I need to start... I'm going to maximize this 2 to a 6. I need more science, so I'm going to try the hill. And try and just explore that as much as possible. There's a 3. We'll just do that. Fine. 2. We'll get some food there. 4. First aid. Turn a die into a 5, but at the cost of 1 science. That sucks. I've also got these up here that I need to get more science for as well. These dice are kind of useless to me. I guess we'll just throw them in the harvest for right now. I can turn 1 die into a 4. Might as well do that. And I can turn... Yep, let's finish this wheat field. And there, 20 food. Now, I've got everything out of this wheat field that I need. I've got all the food from it, I believe. I don't think... Deplete to 0 to collect 20 food. I don't know if that comes back. It may not. I'm going to sit here and watch it for a minute, and if it doesn't come back over a couple of turns, I'm just going to get rid of it. This 3... no. I could turn it into a 1. Why I do that, I'm not sure. Guess we'll just skip it. I mean, I can't think of anything to use it for. Oh, I could have thrown it into the orchard, I guess. Okay. Okay, so no, the wheat field is gone. So we've got more room to explore. We can have a total of 6 locations. I want to turn this into a 6 so that I can explore this forest a bit more. I also want to explore the hill a bit more too. I'm actually going to do the hill. According to this, the possibility of finding a waterfall is common. It's a unique location. It gives you research, so I need that. This 6, again, if I do this, I will not find a unique location. I'll find rich resources or tools, but I won't find a beehive or apple trees. I want to find apple trees so I can get more passive food every turn. All right. With that said, we need a 2 to put there. That clears that location. I'm just going to explore another hill location, I think. Sure. In case this one doesn't yield that waterfall. I've got a 5. Oh, these dice suck. Okay. I guess we'll throw our high-valued ones into... Oh, there's a... That'll give me 8 food. Awesome. And then a 1 and a 2. I'll minimize that. That's 8 more food. We'll put a 5 into the orchard, actually a 4 into here to finish that off, and a 5 here to start that. With a 4. Not a whole lot more we can do with this. I mean, I can maximize one of these to a 6 with stone, and then explore a new location, but I don't really want to do that. I could forage. Yeah, let's go and just forage this. It's fine. Even. No. Yeah, there's the rock. Okay. End turn. That wasn't too terrible. Not too terrible. Lots of food. Alright, so this hill has yielded some possible research. There is a fire. If I do not come up with 2 4s, then over 3 turns, then one of my buildings will be demolished at random. I have no 4s. I could use my wooden tools to manipulate dice for that to happen. I could just wait a turn and hope to roll more 4s in the future. I might just do that. This 5, we'll throw there. We'll do another person. Let's get more food. Actually, let's do that. This 2 we'll put there. This 2 we'll put there. Less than or equal to 2. I could downgrade that to a 2 to get rid of this card because there'll be nothing left for me to harvest there. Less than or equal to 4. I could put a 3 here. Fine. And this 5. I can just put a random die here, I suppose. I'm going to maximize this to a 6 and explore the hill. There we go. And this 5, I'll put this 5 here. It'll randomly roll it. On a 4, 5, or 6, I get something. I got a 2. Nothing happened there. I actually have nothing else to do. Nope, can't put a 5 there. That's it. I want to minimize that to a 1, collect 1 stone. It's just end turn. Give me some 4s. There's some 4s, 1 and 2. Takes care of that. Actually, I want to save my builder die. I don't think it matters. Maximize that to a 6. We'll explore the hill again. I'll put a 3 there to collect some rock. And 2 for forage. A 5 here for the next apple tree. We need more location. We're not rolling enough 6s. I'm actually going to turn this villager into another explorer to maximize, or at least to increase the odds of me getting a 6. So I feel like I'm just not rolling enough 6s. I can trade if I want. This 2 is what? Oh, 4. No, I don't. I want to gain research. So I could turn 3 rocks into 4 science. Yeah, let's do that. We've got, yeah, let's cash in on that. There we go. 15 science. Now we can build flight. We can also go after these other things over here. Foraging Master, increase the amount of resources found on locations by 1, and increase the chance of food when exploring biomes by 2. That'll guarantee decent food, but I say we just go straight to... We don't have an odd, though. You know, let's go with Food Forager. And this 4... I'll delay it 1 turn. I'll keep it here. Keep the merchant there. Alright. Illness. This is a death event. If I do not put 2 5s here, I'm dead. But luckily, I've got the doctor, which 2 and 3 chance of getting a 5. That's why we have them. This builder, 1 in 6 chance of rolling a 5. Well, we got that as well. Okay, so that is no longer a problem. Okay. Okay, so we found the waterfall. We can spend dice here for a chance, 50% chance of researching more stuff. Whatever die I put here is what I get. So I can put a 3 here, for example. 50% chance of getting 3 research points. At this point, I don't think I need any, but I'm going to get flight going, and I will research... well, actually, let's do this first. That did not work. Put a 4 here. There's 4 points there. Yeah, we barely have enough now to get both. Okay. And at this point, collect some food. We'll forage that. We've got a lot of 6s. Let's explore the forest. And we'll just start exploring, say... I want more stone, so I can manipulate dice. I'm going to do a hill. And, let's just do them all. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, so again, any food on these new tiles will automatically go to my Forager Hut. So this 0 will fill up pretty quickly. There we go. All right, so I found apple trees. That's a unique location. So I can get even more apple trees for passive food generation. Flight. Let's go ahead and just put a die there to start building a plane. Actually, let's go ahead and get more people. And we'll put this one here. And let's just clear these out if we can. We'll put a 2 there. 2 there. I guess a 1 there, a 3 there. I've got all these high dice. I'll put the 6s. I'll put the 6s. I want to explore. Yeah, let's explore more forests, I guess. Okay. And then a 5. We'll just... I guess I'll just try and research. I could also train a researcher. I guess I'll go ahead and do that. And 4. Just work on that. Okay, end turn. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. We've researched both of our knowledge goals. So we'll find more food in locations, and we'll find more resources in locations. Research is done at this point. We don't need any more science. Again, you start the game typically with less science. I started the game with more science to keep this video moving, so we're not sitting here for an extra 20-30 minutes just grinding out science. But you can do what you like. Okay, so it says to build a plane. That means we have to get rid of one of these locations. I say at this point we get rid of the vineyard. I'm going to put the 4 here to demolish it. That won't happen until the next turn. Yeah, we can't... Yeah. So what are we doing with all these things in the meantime? Let's just throw a 6 there to explore the forests, and we'll just start getting these trees done. There's a 5. We'll throw that... Let's get rid of this research here. Actually, let's get more people. There we go. Now, we can leave now. I think it'll just automatically go away. We've researched every possible research from this location, and we've trained someone to become a researcher. There's looks like a 1 in 2 chance of rolling a 5, which isn't too shabby, especially for those death events. Okay. Yeah, there's not much to do. I guess I'll make this a 6. And we'll go another hill location. And, yeah, I mean... I could take food from here, but there's no point. I get it automatically from here. We'll forage that. Yeah, there's not... Yeah, I can't think of anything to do. I'll just continue foraging with even numbers there. Alright, well, we'll just end turn. That's fine. Sometimes we have leftover dice. We got rid of our vineyard so that we can make way for the plane. Luckily, there is a 4 here. Oh, there was. Amnesia. 2 random locations will be lost. I need a 2, 6, and a 2. Ugh. Well, there's a researcher. There. I want this 6 for exploring, so we'll do that. And I need a 2. I'll just use this explorer. That's fine. So that amnesia is dealt with. No problem. Let's use this 6 to explore the hill more. And we've just found beehives. We can put dice here for food. We can also research apiculture, which allows us to build the apiary, which allows us to basically to get food. If we want to research it, we can. I'll just get rid of it. I'll just do that. And we'll go ahead and harvest trees. Again, at this point, we're pretty set. Let's put a 4 there to grow another tree. We're only losing 4 food per turn. 5 and a 4. I'm going to delay the merchant. And again, I want to build this plane. I'm going to go ahead and up this die by 1 at the wooden tools. Cost me 2 trees, but I've got plenty. And now we need to assign 4 dice to this location to build the plane. Plus we need research, which we have. We have 13 total. We need 10. This 3 can go there. This 1 can go here. And let's get another die and end turn. We are closing in on victory, I think. We have 15 people. All right. Okay, let's get the plane prioritized. We'll put a die here that's 4 probably. And another die that's, I guess, 5. There we go. Plane will be built next turn. We cannot build the farm, vineyard, or apiary right now because we're at our maximum limit. I could get rid of my hospital if I really need the food, but I really don't need the food. I'm going to finish this vineyard, actually. There's that, and there's that. Or the apple tree, rather. So I've got 10 apple trees. Oh, no, 8 plus 4 is 12. So I'm getting 12 food passively. So as long as I, on occasion, harvest from my Forager Hut, I'm fine. Speaking of which, let's just start doing that. There's a red 6. Unique location, I guess we'll try that. And we'll forage that. Trade. Do I want to trade anything? I think we're pretty well in hand here. In fact, I might just skip to the next turn. Not a whole lot to do. We'll go ahead and forage these things to there. All odd numbers at this point. Okay, we'll just continue on. Alright, so there's our plane. We're going to choose a pilot. He will basically be unavailable until the flight is completed, but once the flight is completed, we win anyway. Illness. We need 2 5s. Well, we've got it. So 1 and 2. That's the benefit of getting a lot of people. You're guaranteed to roll dice that you need, but that's more mouths to feed. But that's why you build buildings that give you food. Let's go ahead and put this 2 here to forage. We'll get, again, the forager gives us double the value. So we got 4 food from that. Let's go ahead and choose our pilot. Just slowly 1. Okay, take off. We need 2 dice that add up to 4. Simple enough. 2 and 2. Next, fly up. Any dice that add up to 7. 6 and 1. And that. Fly further. 10 and... Oh, okay, so we need a 5 and a 5, or a 6 and a 4. We've got the 4. We've got the 6. Oh, this could be it. Land. Any. So as long as we get to 6. Well, oh yeah, 1 and 5. There you go. Done and done. Is that... Yeah, we won. Okay, not too shabby. And again, that was just one way to win the game. Depending on how you set up the game, that is. Okay, let's go back. Save it up. And if I look... Yeah, win via flight ambition. These are like all the different ways that you can win down here. Also, Ascension is like a... If you beat the game in draft or random mode, you are given like the opportunity to play the game one step harder, just continuously. I can't imagine having fun with that, to be honest with you. Beat the game without building any food building in draft or random mode? Yeesh. Beat the game without building any utility building in draft. Beat the game without finding unique locations. Okay. But these are all the different ways you can win. Some of them, again, are hidden. But then again, that is Dice Tribes Ambitions. Maybe I'll stream this again sometime in the future, and we'll tackle one of the other ambitions. Again, some of these are hidden. I may want to look them up ahead of time just to see, how do I become a Lich? I don't know. Grim Reaper? I want to slay the Grim Reaper, but I don't know how to get to him. Immortality, the Rat King. All of these are hidden. We just did the flight one. Voyage, I think, was the newest one they just released. So that would be cool to see. Build a ship, set off, find the new world. I think you might actually do that next time. Alright, folks. Well, speaking of next time, subscribe if you haven't already. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I will catch you all. Take care. Bye.